There is no area where America's global dominance is more pronounced than in higher education. With just 4% of the world's population, the US boasts nearly 3/4 of the world's top universities. This is not just an academic achievement, it's a strategic advantage. Universities fuel the economy, drive technological progress, and attract the world's brightest minds. Yet, this pillar of American strength is now facing an existential crisis, not from external threats, but from within. Trump's administration has declared war on these institutions, cutting funding, restricting research, and launching a cultural purge against wokeness. US Vice President J.D. Vance, one of Trump's closest allies, declared that Trump's universities must be aggressively attacked.
What we want to do in this movement in this country, I think, are fundamentally dependent on going through a set of very hostile institutions, specifically the universities, which control the knowledge in our society, which control what we call truth and what we call falsity, that provides research that gives credibility to some of the most ridiculous ideas that exist in our country. And so I'm excited to close this conference with this particular set of remarks, because I think if any of us want to do the things that we want to do for our country and for the people who live in it, we have to honestly and aggressively attack the universities in this country.
This assault is not just political theater. The administration's policies are already reshaping academia in profound ways, freezing research grants, slashing funds, and suppressing academic discourse.
No, I want to bring the schools back to the states. And I've said it 100 times, we're ranked at the bottom of the list, and yet we spend more. We're ranked number one for course pursuit. We're ranked at the bottom of the list in education. And I know if I bring it back to Iowa, Indiana, Idaho, all these great states, I think I could say 40 states, I want to bring it back. 10 states won't be perfect, 5 states will be probably not so good, but they will be every bit as good as Norway and Denmark and Sweden and all of the states that are rated at the top. You tell me about those states, and if they run their own education, they're going to do a lot better than somebody sitting in Washington, D.C. that couldn't care less about the pupils out in the Midwest.
As China ramps up its investments in higher education, America is choosing to dismantle its own. The question is, can the US afford to undermine its greatest competitive advantage?